You're listening to the Dave and James Show on SYN. Now, James, we're joined by a very special guest.
It's big, Dave. Big.
He's an international superstar, mate. This man's had more hits on YouTube than 13 times the entire population of Australia. He's performed with the likes of The Fray, Gavin DeGraw, and even the Jonas Brothers, making his big debut on the Dave and James Show, live from the USA. It's a big welcome to the show, Tyler Ward. Tyler, you there?
Hello, how y'all doing?
Very good, Tyler. Thanks for coming on to the show today. Very good to have you with us.
Well, it's a pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
No worries. Look, Tyler, you've had an incredible amount of hits on YouTube, 260 million views. What does it feel like, mate, to have that many people see your videos and hear your music?
It's absolutely mind-blowing, and I feel so fortunate. Growing up, just doing the music thing in the last, 6 or 7 years, I've been playing bar shows and birthday parties and private events and, playing to 5 or 6 people. And so when the YouTube thing exploded, I still every day wake up and just I am so fortunate. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
It's interesting, Tyler, because it all started on YouTube for you. I mean, you uploaded a video onto YouTube, and then what I was keen to know, did it start out, was it just for a bit of fun, or did you have a plan that the video could actually take off and that you could get your music out there?
I didn't really think it could get as big as it did. I was like, maybe I'll just put a few videos up for fun. I like producing, I like singing and recording, and man, when it started taking off and it kind of turned into my career, I was just, I still can't believe it. Every day I wake up, like I said, I still can't believe it. It's pretty awesome.
When you did do it, so once you started getting all the hits, did someone get in contact with you? How did that all come about from there?
Yeah, so I started getting all the hits about probably February of 2010, and got called from every major record label, got some different offers here and there, and I honestly believed in the YouTube model and just putting up songs and growing the fan base organically that it didn't feel right to sign a record deal at the time. And I'm glad I didn't, because they wanted control. They wanted to do things different. And now a year later, I'm able to tour, the world and do it on my own with 100% control. So it's been fascinating and a cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, mate. And look, Tyler, it has been an amazing journey, and your first big national show was supporting The Fray. How did that all come about?
Those guys, I'm from Colorado in the United States, so those guys are kind of neighbors, and they were doing a show, and they invited us to play, and they saw I was getting traction, and so we did a show together, and it was the first time I ever played in front of an audience that was so big, and going from 15 to 20 people at the local bar to 5,000 people was a shocker.
How do you deal with that, Tyler? How did you first deal with that when you saw that many people? Was that must have been pretty mind blowing?
To this day, I blacked out, and I still don't remember it because it was so frightening almost.
I reckon it would be. Dave, could you handle it?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I feel like, and I watched it back, and it went over pretty well. But honestly, I still don't remember anything that happened because it was just such a shocker.
And Tyler, you've also played with the likes of the Jonas Brothers and Gavin DeGraw. I mean, who's been your favourite act to perform with? Any particular favourites?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed playing with Gavin DeGraw. It was at a radio show, and the guy's really cool. He's been doing it for a while, so he kind of offered a few pointers and stuff like that. But I said the most fun show was with the Jonas Brothers, because those kids, they have a lot of crazy girl fans, and it's kind of in the same vein as my music, and so their fans really liked what we were doing.
And DeGraw is, he was on Dancing with the Stars earlier this year, so
yeah, he's
a bit of a dancer. I mean, do you rate yourself as a dancer? Could you see yourself going onto a show like that?
I won't even answer that one, but no, I'm definitely not a dancer.
Not a dancer. That's a no for that one.
That's a big cross. Now, look, Tyler, you've recently done some work with Australia's own Cody Simpson, doing an acoustic version of On My Mind. What's it like to work with Cody?
Cody's fantastic. He's like the sweetest kid, and he's like grown up quick, but he's handling all his success really, really well. But working with him was a treat. He super talented, friendly, and just, man, I've been a fan of Cody, and so being able to work with someone you're a fan of is like, it's just a real treat. So,
have you come across many Australians in your time, or is he one of the first that you've encountered?
No, he was one of the first for sure. I met a girl out here, came out a few months ago out to Colorado, and hung out with her a little bit, and she's got the. I know you guys don't think you have accents, but you definitely do, and they're really, really, really cool. So hold on to that.
Is it hard for you to understand, Tyler? Is it because I've had a few in the last couple of weeks, Americans and Canadians, and they were saying that some of our words that we talk really fast, and it is a little bit hard to understand.
Nah, you guys, it's clear right now. I'm surprised I understand everything. It's great. It's easy.
Oh, that's good for us, Dave.
Good to know.
We're on track. Now this is an interesting one for you. This is a good one for you, Tyler. I want to know, did Cody introduce you to our Australian version of Nutella? It's known as Vegemite, and I'm not sure if you know about it. It's a breakfast spread, highly salty, and I'm not sure if he may have introduced you to it.
No, he did not. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what it is. Come when you're next in Australia, you'll have to have a taste of it. I thought we'd throw that one in there, Dave.
We'll do.
Not every American knows about it.
Absolutely.
That's it. We'll have to have Tyler in the studio, and we will get you to try it, Tyler. It's nasty, but you'll love it.
Okay.
Now we've come across an interesting fact that people might not know, Tyler, and that was before you started pursuing music. You were accepted into the United States Air Force Academy. Is this true?
This is true. I was doing music in high school, and I was like, should I do music? Should I do school? And everybody was graduating and going off to university. So I went to the United States Air Force Academy for my first year, and actually only lasted 6 months because I literally every single weekend got detention and had to stay on base and like clean toilets. And it was like, and I'm telling you, that was not fun. So after that, I was like, okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do music.
Is it also true that you found yourself scrubbing the toilets and cleaning floors on weekends because you smiled too much?
Okay, yes, that's very, very true. I'll tell you one thing. So we had this really, really, really big sergeant, and he was like just on me all the time. And one day I was with my whole squad, and they were like, all right, we're going to do push-ups for the next half hour. And I don't know what he was saying, but something about the way he said that just made me crack up. And he made me face the wall for, I think it was like 2.5, 3 hours, and my whole squad had to do push-ups. And after that moment, like, I was like, I'm ready to get out of there because everybody else was ready to kill me because they did push-ups for 3 hours, and I stood there against the wall, my nose to the wall at attention.
It's crazy. And how intimidating is it when they're up to you that close and really giving it to you? Must be hard to take.
When you're new to the whole thing, it's scary because they pretty much they're the authority, and if you say anything back, you're like I did. You're scrubbing toilets and washing people's clothes and all that stuff. So
yeah,
it's a different lifestyle.
It's a brave effort.
I got really. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, that's all right. No, I'm just saying. I admire you for going in there and giving it a crack.
That's right. I got really. It really helped with discipline. I feel like a lot of the drills and the assignments that we had to do, especially school, like the required study, it helped me develop a discipline to like work really, really hard regardless of the circumstance. And I think that carried over to the YouTube thing, just putting out a video consistently, every 2 weeks, every week for the last couple of years, and it's really, really paid off. So I can't fault the academy. They only helped. It just wasn't for me. And I credit all the military folks who do military, but it's not for me. So
yeah, definitely. Now, look, you're going to be going on tour soon, Tyler, to Europe and Northern America. How are the preparations coming along?
Great. We've got a great booking agent who's doing all our shows, and literally, it's great for me. For the first time in my life, instead of doing all the work, it's like my manager calls me. He's like, all right, we're going to these countries, we're doing these cities, and this is what you're going to be doing. And I'm like, right on. So it's for the first time in my life I get to worry about doing the music, and it's really, really exciting.
And what can people expect to see from the show, or from the shows coming up?
Really great, fun, interactive, like rock and roll music, man. It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be out there, Dave.
I can't wait for it. But
yeah, absolutely.
the big question, Tyler, is though, when are you coming to Australia to perform?
Ooh, we're gonna be in Australia, and I can't promise you this because I don't really know, but I know early first half of 2013 we're planning on coming over, and can't make that promise, but that's in the works right now. So.
Oh, get prepared, Dave. Let's get prepared.
I am. No, well, look, when you do come to Australia, Tyler, we'd love to have you in the studio and chat to us live. Can we organise that when it does happen?
Oh, absolutely, man! I would be honored, and hopefully you can get me on the phone to do that this
time. I know, then we talk to you in person, so it'd be all right.
That's much easier.
Well, Tyler, look, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you live on the airways here. But all the best with the upcoming tour and your next release as well. Thanks for joining us on the Dave and James Show.
All right, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
All right, have a good day. Or night, or morning, or whatever it is.
Daytime. Morning.
It's morning, but you have a great night.
Yeah. You have a great night. See you later.
Catch you, Tyler.
All right, bye-bye.